Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Now, before we get to your top news, let's check in with 5 News meteorologist Zach Scott for a look at the weather because, Zach, we're about to see a big change.
Yeah, that's right. Big change on the... Yeah, that's right. I heard it again. I'm surprised we didn't hear it the first time.
Oh, I didn't. Was it on?
No. I just don't think he'd said anything.
Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Before we get to your top news, let's check in with 5 News meteorologist Zach Scott for a look at the weather because, Zach, we're about to see a big change.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. Big change is on the way. A blast of cold air sweeping through the plains, and it will be moving through our region as we go Thursday night. And then that colder air setting up Friday through the weekend. A reinforcing shot of some cooler air early next week, likely keeping us pretty chilly again starting Friday through most of next week. Yeah, so again, we've enjoyed some nice warm weather here. Changes on the way. You get one more warm day today. Now, we are looking to stay dry. Plenty of sunshine, some scattered clouds. Rain holds off towards the west. Those rain chances start to pick up, especially across our northwestern zones as we go late evening, overnight. That's the best chance for scattered showers, some rumbles of thunder. Best chance for severe weather. Looks like it's going to stay pretty far to the north of us. So that's good news. We're just expecting showers, some generic thunderstorms, and temperatures continuing to cool. A little bit of a mess possible tomorrow morning. Some lingering scattered showers and downpours. So again, we'll continue to keep you updated as some showers could slow you down. Those wet streets impacting your morning commute a little bit. We're overall looking dry as we go through late morning hours through the afternoon for your Friday, and cooler air sinking in. Now another disturbance lifting out of southern Oklahoma and North Texas. That, as it moves through, looks like there could be enough lift and enough moisture to give us maybe some snow showers out there, maybe some flurries. We'll have to watch it. If it tracks a little further south, we'll likely be drier. But right now, we could see some snow showers pushing in again Friday evening. Now, the ground temperatures are well above freezing, so we're not anticipating any kind of travel impacts. But we could see those flakes flying pretty early this season if it stays on track for us. All right, temperatures today, again, plenty warm 70s to 80s. We do start turning colder overnight. Scattered showers and some rumbles of thunder likely. We dip into the 30s and 40s. This is Friday morning's temperatures here. You factor in the north wind, that'll be around 10 to 20 miles per hour. It'll feel like the lower to mid 30s for northwest Arkansas, 30s to 40s for the River Valley and southward. Highs on Friday in the 40s to low 50s, and will be even colder likely, Joe, as we get into Saturday. Hogs again kicking off at 11 a.m. We'll start out with temperatures in the lower 20s. We'll be into the mid 30s, near 37 by kickoff. Highs only in the lower to mid 40s as we get into Saturday. And we could see maybe some more snow rain chances coming together Monday into Monday night. Stay tuned.
All right. Thanks so much, Zach. Well, Jamie Waterman is set to appear in federal court today in Missouri. Now, this is all on charges for the murder of Ashley Bush. His wife, Amber Waterman, you see both of them here. She was in court yesterday. She's accused of kidnapping and killing pregnant mother from Benton County, Ashley Bush. The U.S. attorney says they believe Amber Waterman committed the crimes in an attempt to keep the unborn baby as her own. Waterman and her husband, Jamie, were arrested for the death of Ashley Bush and her child that we just mentioned. Now, with this being held in a federal courthouse in downtown Springfield, Missouri, no cameras are allowed inside. The court has ruled there is probable cause, so now this case will go to a grand jury. According to the McDonald County coroner, Waterman cut the baby from Bush's body, pretending she had gone into labor with EMTs and even held a funeral service for the child that was not hers. You can follow any developments about this case. Just visit our website at 5newsonline.com. And history being made in Arkansas. The natural state becomes the first state to have a female governor and female lieutenant governor. governor. The U.S. will now have a record number of female governors in 2023 with 12. According to Rutgers University, the previous record was set back in 2004 when there were 9 female governors. And Arkansas voters rejected a plan to legalize recreational marijuana. But in Missouri, voters there said yes. For our neighbor to the north, this means starting early next year, those in Missouri 21 and up can buy marijuana. So what does that mean for Arkansans trying to go across the border to take advantage of legalization? Well, according to criminaldefenselawyer.com, if you're traveling from a state where marijuana possession is legal to a state where it's not, the answer is simple. Traveling across state lines violates federal law as well as the state's law that you're entering. The designation of legal weed does not carry over from one state to the next. As soon as you enter the illegal state, you're under that state's jurisdiction and its criminal code. A possession violation can mean fines or even jail time. So besides any federal charges you might face, you could also face state charges. The short answer for this is don't do it. Well, this Friday is Veterans Day, and people in our communities always rally together to find ways to honor them. Take a look. Happening today in downtown Rogers, there will be the Rogers Art on the Bricks Walk. That will be from 4:30 to 7:30 in the evening. There will be art by military veterans there. Now, happening Saturday in Fort Smith will be the Veterans Day Parade and Celebration. That will be on Saturday beginning at noon at Chaffee Crossing, the historic district. Happening Sunday will be the Van Buren Veterans Day Parade. That will get started at 2 Sunday afternoon there at the Van Buren Historic District. And with cooler weather comes cold and flu season. The Department of Health says flu cases are already on the rise in Arkansas and much earlier than usual. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams spoke with the ADH and takes a closer look at its latest flu report.
The overall death toll for the flu in Arkansas has more than doubled in just the past week, from 4 to 9. Dr. Joel Tomelson with the ADH says he can't pinpoint the exact reasons behind the recent spike, but the virus has started to spread a bit earlier this year. Dr. Tomlinson says during flu season, cases typically start rising around December and peak in January or February, but says this year is different.
2 years ago was basically didn't have one. Last year was a very mild flu season because lots of precautions were being taken to avoid respiratory viruses like COVID.
In the latest ADH flu report released Wednesday, it was found the state still has very high flu activity. Dr. Tomlinson says if you are congested, have a mild sore throat, or a runny nose, start taking precautions early on.
This would be a good time when you're out in public or in crowded places indoors, wear your mask.
ADH says 60% of reported cases are in children.
It amplifies spread by going to school because kids are efficient spreaders, specifically of the influenza virus, and they're all in class together, et cetera. For that spread that's happening in schools, being on a break might actually help.
According to the CDC, ages 6 months and older are eligible for an annual flu vaccine. In the flu report, 3 nursing homes across the natural state have reported outbreaks this season.
Remember, the difficulty there is it's our smallest ones and our very elderly who are most likely to suffer severe cases of the flu that put them in the hospital or cause death.
And the vast majority of those year to year, regardless of the strain that tends to hit us, tends to be our older patients, especially those that tend to have comorbidities, diabetes, COPD, dealing with active cancer of some kind.
Dr. Upton Siddons with Baptist Health says he has patients who are worried about the flu vaccine because of their allergy to eggs.
You should be okay getting the standard flu shot. And nowadays, because of increases in technology, there are a small portion of flu shots which are set aside for people that do have those severe egg allergies.
The ADH says since October 2nd, more than 5,000 positive flu cases were reported by healthcare providers, but say that number is expected to be much higher. You can read the ADH weekly flu report on our website at 5newsonline.com.
All right, well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Now join us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.